Have you ever pondered how Europe, this vast continent with diverse cultures and histories, came into existence? In reality, the genesis of Europe is a captivating tale spun over millions of years, shaped by the relentless forces of nature. Let's take a step back in time, when the Earth was a hotbed of volcanic activity. These fiery eruptions played a crucial role in Europe's formation. The volcanic activity led to the creation of the first landmasses, which, over time, fused together to form what we now know as Europe. This process, known as plate tectonics, was not a swift one. It was a slow dance of the Earth's crust that took millions upon millions of years. But the story doesn't end there. The forces of erosion also had a hand in shaping Europe. Imagine rivers carving their paths through the land, slowly eroding the soil and rock, creating valleys and shaping mountains. Over time, these processes have given Europe its unique and diverse landscape, from the rolling hills of the English countryside to the rugged peaks of the Alps. Now picture the Earth entering a period of extreme cold, the Ice Age. This was a time when vast ice sheets covered much of the northern hemisphere, including large parts of Europe. As these colossal glaciers moved, they scraped and sculpted the land beneath them, leaving behind a dramatically transformed landscape. The retreat of these glaciers also had a profound impact on Europe's climate and ecosystems, paving the way for the diverse flora and fauna we see today. And so, the Europe we know and love was born. A continent sculpted by the fiery wrath of volcanoes, the slow but steady dance of tectonic plates, the relentless carving of rivers, and the icy grip of glaciers. Each of these elements has left its mark, contributing to the rich tapestry of landscapes that make up this fascinating continent. Thus, Europe's birth is a tale of fire and ice, a testament to the power of nature's forces. Now that we have explored the geological birth of Europe, who were the first humans to set foot in this vast land? Let's delve into the mists of prehistory, around 1.5 million years ago. This was the era when Homo erectus, one of our earliest ancestors, embarked on an epic journey out of Africa. Their destination? Europe. These first humans were pioneers in the truest sense, venturing into the unknown with little more than their wits and survival instincts. They were not the modern humans as we know today, but they were the ones who set the stage for our story. One of the most significant discoveries shedding light on these ancient humans was made in Atapuerca, Spain. Here in this rich archaeological site were found the oldest known human remains in Europe. These remnants, dating back to over 1 million years, offer us a tantalizing glimpse into the lives of these early settlers. But what brought these early humans to Europe? The answer lies in the climatic changes of the time, the Ice Age. This period of extreme cold played a major role in shaping early human migration patterns. As temperatures dropped and ice sheets advanced, the landscapes transformed, opening up new corridors for migration. These changes in climate and geography, as harsh as they were, presented new opportunities and challenges that our ancestors rose to meet. Picture this, these early humans clad in animal skins, navigating through vast icy landscapes, hunting mammoth and reindeer for survival. They adapted, they learned, they conquered, and in doing so they laid the foundations of what would later become the diverse and dynamic continent of Europe. These early humans were survivors, innovators, and explorers. They faced a world of uncertainty and danger, a world vastly different from ours. Yet it was their resilience and ingenuity that allowed them to thrive and shape the future in ways they could never have imagined. So, the first chapters of Europe's human history were written by our ancient ancestors, braving the elements and unknown territories. From the first humans, let's now turn our attention to the dawn of civilization. How did Europe transition from a land of hunters and gatherers to complex societies? Picture this, it's around 7,000 years before the Common Era. Europe is on the brink of a transformative era, the advent of farming. This Neolithic revolution sparked a dramatic shift in the way of life. No longer were humans solely dependent on what they could hunt or gather. They began to cultivate crops and domesticate animals, creating a more stable food source that allowed populations to grow and settlements to become permanent. But the story doesn't stop there. As these early societies grew, so did their need for tools and resources. Enter the Bronze Age, around 3,000 years later. This was a time of great innovation, marked by the development of metalworking techniques that led to the production of bronze tools and weapons. These advancements further propelled the growth of societies, fostering trade and encouraging technological development. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the influence of two ancient civilizations that profoundly shaped Europe's landscape, the Greeks and the Romans. The ancient Greeks, with their remarkable advancements in philosophy, politics, and arts, laid the foundation of Western civilization. Their ideas of democracy, rationalism, and humanism continue to resonate throughout Europe and beyond. Following the Greeks, the Romans took center stage. Their vast empire, stretching from the British Isles to the Middle East, left an indelible mark on Europe. Roman law, architecture, and language have deeply influenced European culture, politics, and society. But perhaps their greatest legacy is the city of Rome itself, once the heart of a powerful empire, now the symbolic heart of Europe, embodying millennia of history and culture. Thus, Europe's early civilizations laid the groundwork for the continent's rich cultural tapestry. From the first seeds sown in Neolithic fields to the grandeur of Rome, the dawn of civilization in Europe was a time of profound change and innovation, setting the stage for the world we know today. The fall of the Roman Empire changed the face of Europe, but what were the pivotal moments that shaped modern Europe? As the dust settled from the collapse of Rome, a new age dawned, the Middle Ages. This period saw the rise of feudalism, where land was granted to nobles in exchange for military service, creating a hierarchy of power that defined the social and political landscape. Europe was a patchwork quilt of small kingdoms, each with its own ruler, laws, and customs. Then, around the 14th century, Europe began to shake off the shackles of the Middle Ages, blossoming into the Renaissance. It was a time of extraordinary cultural growth and intellectual exploration. The Renaissance was an era of rebirth, with art, literature, and science flourishing under the patronage of wealthy and powerful individuals. This period also marked the beginnings of the Age of Exploration, as Europeans ventured beyond their borders, driven by curiosity and the desire for wealth and power. But the seeds of modern Europe were truly sown during the Industrial Revolution. This was a time of profound change as new technologies transformed every aspect of life. Factories sprouted up across the continent, drawing people from the countryside into rapidly expanding cities. The Industrial Revolution brought about significant economic growth, but it also created new social challenges and sparked demands for political reform. The two world wars of the 20th century, however, would leave the most indelible mark on the continent. The wars redrew political boundaries, decimated populations, and reshaped economies. But out of the ashes of these conflicts, a new Europe began to emerge, one committed to peace, cooperation, and shared prosperity. The European Union, born in the aftermath of World War II, stands as a testament to this commitment, embodying the ideals of unity, democracy, and the rule of law. It is a symbol of how far Europe has come, from a continent torn by war and strife to a beacon of hope and stability. In the crucible of history, the Europe we know today was forged. Having journeyed through the birth and evolution of Europe, what legacy has this continent bestowed upon the world? As we delve into the legacy of Europe, we find that its contributions span a vast spectrum, reflecting a rich and diverse heritage. Europe's contributions have permeated the world, leaving an indelible imprint across various domains, including science, arts, philosophy, and governance. In the realm of science, Europe has been a cradle of innovation and discovery. Think of the great minds such as Isaac Newton, Marie Curie, or Albert Einstein. Their revolutionary theories and discoveries have transformed our understanding of the universe and continue to shape the trajectory of scientific exploration. Turning to the arts, Europe's impact is no less profound. The continent has given birth to a multitude of artistic movements, from the grandeur of Renaissance art to the provocative strokes of Impressionism. Be it the timeless plays of Shakespeare, the stirring symphonies of Beethoven, or the captivating novels of Tolstoy, Europe's artistic legacy resonates in every corner of the globe. In the sphere of philosophy, Europe's thinkers have grappled with the deepest questions of existence, morality, and knowledge. The philosophies of Socrates, Kant, and Nietzsche, to name a few, have profoundly influenced global thought, challenging us to question, to reason, and to seek truth. And let's not forget governance. The principles of democracy, human rights, and rule of law that underpin many societies today have their roots in Europe. From Magna Carta to the French Revolution, Europe's political evolution has had a far-reaching impact on the way nations are governed. Europe's diverse cultures, languages, and traditions have enriched global civilization, promoting a vibrant exchange of ideas and fostering a deeper understanding of our shared humanity. So, Europe's birth is not just a story of a continent, it's a story of humanity's journey, a journey that continues to shape our world.